2, 1.
Tell us your DJ name and what genres you play.
I go by Skema, and I'm primarily playing drum and bass at the moment. I'm thoroughly loving it. So I played Your Shot, dance floor, drum and bass, but I love minimal D&B. And basically all just D&B and bass, anything glitchy, weird.
Does your name have any meaning?
Skema, yes, definitely has a meaning. So Skema is off the back of a journey with schema therapy. And schemas are essentially like thought patterns and behaviors that we've developed through our lifetime. They can be good or bad. But yeah, so Skema came about over a big discovery at the start of last year where I was in all sorts of therapy, IFS traditionally, but I had a massive breakthrough with schema therapy. And schema is all about you and your parts and parts of yourself that you're continuously exploring or working on. And I decided at that time when I wanted to perhaps create an alias or a creative art project that Skema had to be the name.
What is the first piece of music you remember owning or listening to?
Ooh, listening to. So I grew up with some ravers in Newcastle upon Tyne, which was one of the best party cities in the world back in those days. So my parents were ravers, so I grew up around a lot of Chemical Brothers, Prodigy, Basement Jaxx. So I think I'm gonna land on Prodigy. But first album owned, ooh, that's a tough one. Let's keep it at Prodigy because that's up there.
What artist, if any, inspired you to pursue music?
Absolutely Goldie. So I was in Berlin at the end of last year, like all late 20-year-olds do, having a bit of an existential crisis. But I met this guy. Essentially, I had no idea what the heck I was doing in Berlin, and this guy had taken me under his wing and said, hey, you want to come and see Goldie, the pioneer of drum and bass back in the 90s? And I said, fuck yeah, let's do it. And that night and that weekend just completely changed my weekend. But yeah, Goldie, absolutely.
What era of raving do you think is the best?
Oh, it's got to be the 90s, right? It's got to be the 90s. Bring it back. A lot of us are bringing that nostalgic feel back. We grew up with the VCR tapes. We grew up with the stories from our parents, and we're bringing that back. And it's coming back. It's coming back. It'll never leave. It'll never leave.
What is your go-to track that gets people moving 10 out of 10 times?
Oh, I definitely played it in that set, and it was One by K9, I think. That went absolutely off at Your Shot this year, and it's just a certified banger, right?
Greatest of all time album?
I'm going to say Dark Side of the Moon because it was probably the first time that I really felt something, really moved from music, and perhaps under the influence of something, which you have to be for Dark Side of the Moon.
If you could play at any festival, which one would it be?
You know what? I want to give the Dirty Hurts boys a plug from Sydney. They are local legends. They are creating an underground scene like no other. And the events that they put on are intentional, about bass music. The demographic that's shown is always there to have fun and be safe and show love. So yeah, a Dirty Hurts festival, perhaps.
Dream lineup, including yourself?
Oh, dream lineup. Who would I want to play with? Goldie's got to be there. K9 would be unreal. Circadian. And Simula. Yeah, his weird like horror jump up style would be amazing.
If you could only listen to one song on repeat forever, which one would you choose?
Yo. One song forever? Is that all I get? That is impossible to answer. That is impossible to answer. Why would you ask me that? What have I been loving lately? Can I say one artist that I've really been enjoying?
Yes.
Any of Vegan's music is absolutely a transformational portal. Yeah, his use of like hardware and ambience scratches the brain. Scratches Skema's brain. Anyway.
Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
In 3 years, I see myself performing a lot in Sydney. I see myself curating my own show, primarily focused on hardware synthesis, and yeah, having a performance that's more focused on audiovisual modular hardware, and some live instruments, because I'm a band guy. I'm a guitarist background, so I'd love to bring that into my shows, and be known in Sydney as just kind of a multifaceted creative.
Wow. Time to plug. Do you have any gigs coming up or sets?
I've actually just wound up my gigs for the year, so the next focus will be production, and experimenting with some new toys that I have, so I can't wait to release some music. Will be the next focus in the next few months. But gigs-wise, watch this space.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Tarrarivm. Yay! Oh my God, that was fun. Incredible. Thank you.